Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England campaign episode the 22nd with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had been told not to fight the Danish, otherwise the Pope would excommunicate me. Lost the papal elections because Poland rigged it. I'm still going by that story. And we also managed to be very, very aggressive. Captured Angola. And now we are moving on Gaza, Bern, Bordeaux, and Oslo. We're playing for 4 castles now, even though Bern might not be taken because Bern hasn't tried to grow its garrison. So I'm going to try and hold the town down for a little while. I'm probably not going to be able to drain it to 9 turns, but if it buys me enough time to bring some more spears and reinforcements over, I might just be able to wing it. Otherwise, we're just playing as we are, plodding on, growing up, preparing to assassinate Kennedy Macaulay and get rid of an annoying French assassin, and just keep on the...
You are not my Kaiser.
Yeah, and I'm not someone's Kaiser, and try and keep on this Pope's good side. I don't really like him a lot, but it looks like he's only 53, so he won't last forever, but it looks like we might be with him for a while, so I need to just get used to it. I'm also going to try and deal with Dongola's issues, but on the upside, we now have 2 cardinals in the College of Cardinals. We have Ralphie Unorthodox and Paul de Beauchamp, who remains a preferati at least, so there's a chance I might be able to get him into Popehood one day. Even then, Ralphie Unorthodox, maybe he'll become preferati one day. Either way, we have plenty still to do, so we're going to just hop on with it, and we're going to start off by ending the turn, because we are at the end of turn 60, so on to turn 61. A boon for builders. Tales of a clever invention in the Far East have recently inspired European peasants to come up with a simple labourer's aid we are referring to as the wheelbarrow. By placing a wheel at the front of a wooden stretcher, it has been discovered that a lone worker can move a heavy load of stone on their own with little risk of injury. It could be as much as a boon for lords seeking to raise castles in quick time as it will be for serfs who shall have to build them. That's cool, maybe that'll make building shit easier. And the Pope fucks me off and says, hey dude, stop attacking France, which means I'm not getting 2 more castles, because I'll get excommunicated. I hate that Pope so much. He is fucking picking on me. And Dongola's writing, right, to appease His Holiness, we're going to have to pull out.
Hail my king!
I sound unreasonably angry about this, but honestly, this Pope's starting to get on my fucking nerves, right?
With honor, sire.
Lift the siege and return to Stauf, and we'll find something else to do.
Very well, my liege. Pulling back from the walls.
Wish I wasn't pulling back from the walls. That's buying the French more time. This guy knows my plans.
Hail my king!
He is on the French's side, right? Angers,
yes,
you go back to Angers, right? Fucking bastard Pope. When is my ceasefire with Denmark and 3 more turns, man? I'm gonna fuck him up. That French assassin's also slipped away, it seems, so we're gonna have to make our move.
Name
but
thy target.
so I'm getting a little sick of these merchants wandering around, so I think we're gonna get rid of Boris Janos because this merchant still needs more practice, and I just don't like the Danish. Well, no, I don't like the Hungarians a lot at the minute. Well, they don't like me, and to be honest, I'm just being petty now. I need something to take my rage out on. Don't fuck it up, dude. My assassin really can't forward plan, can he? I don't like either side. By the way, trait increase. King Rufus is now mean again. But yeah, right, you
someone
are
removed,
fucking useless.
as you will.
Half blocked. My merchant can't go anywhere because we've got rebels in the lands. Right, well, we'll worry about that later. For now,
Whose business shall we take then, sire?
take their business.
Going all out for their assets, sire.
68% chance of getting
I'll
this right, my
continue
dude.
once I have rested.
Relations worse if I were. Sicily now really hates me because, well, let's face it, I'm just not popular with anyone. And recruitment, Angier has Billman Stauffen, some levy spears, and Cairo a priest. Excellent, right? Cairo, this new priest is Hugh Neville, who is actually doing quite alright, and he's an apprentice of the Theologians Guild. Keep spreading the peace, and Ralph is going to keep on doing what he's doing. End of term report, by the way. Yeah, we're dropping off a cliff here with a few things, mainly with our production and our financial. So we need to get back on that. And Cayenne is due its next upgrade. Brilliant. We can't afford it though, but we're going to save up for that because I would very much like to upgrade Cayenne. Coming of age, by the way, Thomas is now of age. He has been knighted by Karl Franz. So let's see where he's at. He's currently governing London. He's got 4 command, 4 loyalty, and a little bit of piety. But he's disloyal, which is already useful. He's crude, which reduces his authority, but he can tell a tale apparently, which gives him additional law. He's a promising strategist for additional command. He knows logistics for more movement. Sociable for more popularity. Effective ambusher, so that's alright. And he's born to command. So he's a battling dude, this guy. And I have some mailed knights to ship to continent as well. So I'm going to make a drop off for those guys. And get them into Cayenne for now. So there we go. And you can go back there. So yeah, well, hello Thomas. And Edinburgh has completed a fairground, which should help bring in more money. Right.
Yes.
So I've got Paul de Beauchamp still moving south because I want to find him something else to do. We've got rebels springing up all the lands like happy little radishes, so we're going to start getting rid of a few of them. I can't move out of Dongola because it's still having an absolute bitch fest. We are building a better wall, so hopefully that'll get rid of some of the squalor. But we're just going to hope that King Rufus can just keep clamping down on it. I can't recruit any form of militia, sadly, so that's sad. But once Ralph's in the area, we should, like within the next turn, we should be able to be
continuing
sorted.
once
right, anyway, let's get some troops moving out of Cairo. I'm going to take the Arch Militia and 3 spears. Because we can't get any hobilars, annoyingly. But you know what? Take the ballista with you.
My lord. Sire.
I want you lot, if you are safe to move out, we're not, so that's annoying, but
By your command.
go deal with whatever's going on over there. Right, Cairo.
Camp here, sire.
You need more things.
Yes,
Does having a priest garrison in the city help, by the way? I don't know if it does. I would like to think it does, actually, rather than just having standing around, but I might be wrong. I mean, really, it's just general religious unrest, but we are starting to wean out the Islam. I mean, distance capital, a squall going on. I think we need to build something just to keep the people's spirits up. I mean, the militia drill square is coming up, which... Oops, I didn't mean to do that, by the way. Oh, you're kidding me. Shit. That's annoying. Right, I've just delayed myself. Fuck me. You think just because you accidentally erased... whatever, right. That's just annoying me. We don't get public order from it, however, which is a blight. But you know what? Maybe we should cancel it. Because... if we're going to get Gaza really quickly, we might not need it. By the way, there's an imam over there.
Hail my king!
Christopher, do you want to... What's going on over here, Bob? We've got an Egyptian army on.
Infidel.
Oh, it's just the entire garrison of Gaza just going for a walk, right? Chris,
Hail my king!
go here
With honor.
and do the siege over there, please.
As you will, my king. To battle.
Therefore, we avoid Captain Nagib, and if he wants to join in
Laying
and
siege, noble
do a battle a
sire.
bit earlier, that's fine by me. But right, just get a ram, get 2 rams in case it's like multi-layered, and then just wait for my orders because we'll just walk in
We
and we'll
shall
just kill the
prevail
caliph.
in this siege, sire.
Whereas just basically, well, kill the sultan. Sorry, he's not a caliph, he's a sultan, but there. Either way, he's fucked. Cairo, recruit a new merchant, by the way, and we're going to build something for public order. Let's build an inn just to get some more happiness in the house. And that does leave us with a bit more money to spend on construction now. So Dongola's fine, as is Alexandria. Who's not building? I really should try and get something built in London. I've been neglecting London quite badly. I mean, we could get that mining network for more income. We could also get that fairground. A warehouse actually will give us even more trade. But you know what? We're going to go for the fairground. I just want to keep this land trade going up. Carnarvon can work on a market as well. Dublin can also work on a market. There we go. We'll just get a few more markets up, and then we're going to be absolutely hunky-dory. Has eaten all my recruitment funds, sadly, but I'm going to have Alfred Montfort now. Keep moving in. I want to get him into Frankfurt.
Watching from the shadows.
So he's only got an 18% chance, so let's get you over there.
God's
Michelle
servant.
Shillham, I want you over
God's
here and watching.
I am
Ooh,
spent,
put a
sire.
garrison in
I shall
now.
continue tomorrow.
So Frankfurt will be a hard nut to crack, so maybe going somewhere else would be best.
Yes, Your Highness.
So Michelle
Continuing once I have
will
rested.
return to Staufen where he'll be a little safer. And yeah, we'll hold the line. This is annoying because I don't have a lot of people to pick on now because the Pope's just fucking cock blocking me at every chance that he gets now. I need a Pope who likes me in the power, but maybe if I'm peaceful for a while, we'll be able to rebuild our momentum quite quickly. I know the French will be rebuilding, but you know what? I've pinched some of their castles. Actually, I haven't pinched any of them. I pinched a castle. But I think if we do, I think, you know, I might have a better production. I mean, the French are not doing well. They've been driven down to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces now. I have
To
about.
be finding me beautiful is not uncommon.
Okay, whatever, you fucking egotistical woman. But yeah, I mean, look, I've got 19 regions backing me up. 16 if we don't count our Egyptian holdings. So I could definitely try and overwhelm our enemy. Now, we have a few rebels to deal with, so we're going to be dealing with them, I guess, because instead of 4 fun sieges, we'll just do 2 fun sieges instead. So yeah, France,
Orders.
get yourself up
To
to Oslo,
battle it
by
is
the
then,
way,
sire.
and initiate the siege of Oslo. That'll give us a nice forward base to use against the Danish. I guess we'll just have to work our way down instead. But I'll still get I'll take any chance I get to capture Aarhus if it becomes available.
Prepare to assault the walls. We lay siege.
Okay, prepare a ram and 2 ladders, please. That's all I ask for you, because it's just a wooden castle.
The siege goes as planned, sire.
We don't know a lot about the garrison, by the way, but we know that there's some Viking raiders who look like just kind of low-tier units, but they've got axes, so they might have some. I mean, I think they're just slightly better than your average random militia, and I've also got some crossbow militia, so we'll have to be wary of those guys. Right. We haven't got any money left, but we've got things to do here. So Captain
Come
Robin,
and fight me, you coward!
crossbowmen, peasants, and a mysterious unit. I am tempted just to
Orders.
lob the mailed knights at them, but I might just play it a little
Hail, my
safe and we'll
king.
let Davy deal with this one. So Davy
Orders.
can't really move
Sire.
actually because he's just
My lord.
right. You know what?
Orders.
Lob the mailed
My lord.
knights at him and see what happens. Except they won't make it this turn, right? We'll deal with him next turn then when everyone has moves, right? What about Captain Stephen?
Begone. You are not my liege.
Flemish pikes, right? And oh yeah, we've got Harry, Spill, and John
Your
here.
will, sire.
John, you are now actually Harry Spill. Doesn't
Command
he?
me,
Right.
sire.
Harry Spill now governs Rams because I have said it so. Right, well done, Rams, on your new governor. He's going to tax your balls off for a bit because, well, he wants to. Paris, you've got an army to send over? Yeah, we could send some guys over.
Sire.
Send a dismounted
Orders.
feudals, 2
Sire.
archer militia,
Orders.
My
and
lord.
Augustine of Guildford, and that should be enough to win this battle. I'm not going to send any cavalry. Actually, shall I send some cavalry?
Sire.
Yeah, send a unit of knights, and we should be
To
fine.
war, then, sire.
Makes Paris shrink, however, so that's a little disturbing, but oh well, whatevs. And and actually he retreats.
Glorious
Right.
victory!
Come and get me, you coward.
So what we know about Captain Stephen now is he has 2 armoured sergeants and 2 units of Flemish pikes. Now, to be honest, these Flemish pikes haven't really proven
battle
themselves
it
to be
is
much
then,
of a
sire.
threat to us. Cavalry can really smash them up in the back, and to be honest, archers are great for wearing them down. I want to try and not be reliant on my dismounted feudal knights in this battle, however, but we'll see how it goes. The strength ratio is 5-2 in my favour. We outnumber them by over 100 men, so let's just get into it. Have our
I
first little battle
shall
of the
lead
day.
our forces into battle, my lord.
Okay, lead our forces into battle and have some fun, because we can't fight fun foes anymore because the Pope's being cruel to me.
The time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Englishmen. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. And now, any man here who is not praying for our victory had better make his peace with God, for he'll find none with me or in England later. Now I place my fate in the hands of the Lord. Bring me my broadsword, and let me kiss the cross lest I die. To battle!
So while he kisses his sword, let's deploy our men. Right.
Units, await my orders.
So we're going to have knights deploy on either side, or knights and the general deploy on either side. The dismounted feudal knights will be making our front line. Luckily we don't have to worry about being picked off by annoying units or annoying enemy archers. So my archers will pretty much be good to do for the majority of the work today with their lovely mailed armor. I mean, look at these guys. They're looking even better actually. I God have like improved themselves further somehow, but they're just our regular mailed archers. But they're ready to do their job. So let's just go in and do our job. So we've got our enemies over there, so we're going to move in a little closer on the spare coming to us. I don't really know. Buy them some time, let them get into position first. We want to come over and say hello, that is their prerogative. Archers, you will not skirmish by the way. We are going to fire on them as soon as they come into range. So it looks like they're coming to say hello to us, so I think they're just going to try and put on their brave faces today. But our archers are already starting to try and smash the pikes. Taking a couple of hits, but yeah. Because I just want to come straight in for it, or are they going to deploy? I don't know. Archers, keep it up. Just keep pelting them. Because what I will do is I will have my knights flank round if they try to engage immediately. But for now, you lot target that unit. You lot target that unit. Just keep it up. It looks like the armoured side is going to try and run right down the middle, right? Despite feudal knights, you will fight defensively and you will try and guard your positions. Because yeah, they're going to run right in for it. Okay. Archers, target the armoured sergeants. They're your new target now. Leave the pikes alone. They're too close for us to worry about now. Managed to cut their numbers down a fair bit though. Right. Knights, let's go for a very, very obvious flanking manoeuvre. We are going to absolutely schmongle-bongle that unit of armoured sergeants. So archers, cease fire for a minute. General in one side, knights in the other. We're basically it's basically going to be a 1-2 boogaloo
The battle
for
is
these
very
guys.
much in our favour.
Archers.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory
When I say
will be
stop,
ours.
I mean stop.
The enemy general has no honour. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
He can't really flee when he's dead, but okay. Right, leave them. Get in the back of those pikes, smash them down, and finish the job now. This was too easy. As I said, it was
The enemy army
there we
flees
go.
the field. Pursue and run them down.
Finish them. They went down too easy. I want to see them dead now. They didn't give me a good enough fight. That's been punished accordingly. Still, I'm happy to see the feudal knights fared well. One unit did take quite a few losses, so
Heavy infantry!
I'll have to dispatch them back to Cayenne for retraining. But you know what? They put in the effort, and that's what counts at the end of the day. They tried. They really did try. Still, looks like the enemies will be quite depleted today, at least these annoying rebels. Sadly, we can't ransom them, but they will be sent to the gallows for hanging and all that, and my units can also try and get some additional XP through benevolently or chivalrously slaying our foes in battle, because it's bloody glorious to do such a thing. Right. I think we're running out of foes to chase down, actually, but hello there, little church. Nice to see you. Right. Come on, you've still got some guys there to chase, and as for you've got some guys here to chase. Let's keep chasing them down now. Or let's just randomly freeze up in the middle of the area and just let them get away, because I guess you wanted to be fair on them and give them a little head start, but then you just, yeah. The unit got smashed up a little bit. Good job, men. Done a very good job. It looks like we might have a few stragglers coming in now, so let's get these stragglers dealt with. Just a few Flemish pikes just running away. I would have dropped your pike by now, mate, by the way. No point really carrying it anymore, but if you want to, that's absolutely fine. Alright, Augustine, finish them off, please. Make it quick. Good job, my man.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
You performed very well, men. Done well. Simple as that, really. 10 losses, by the way. 10 bloody losses. That is fantastic. I am very happy with how that's gone through.
Glorious victory is ours, sire. We shall continue tomorrow, sire.
Right,
Will, sire.
Augustine will
We have
return
marched
to
our
those
limit
lands
today, sire.
and we'll do retraining from that point on. Right, Met, you've got rebels as well, so what do we know about Captain Gunther?
I will not waste words with the enemy.
He's got 4 units, so
Hail, my king.
I think we'll wait till the next turn and we'll send some troops out of Staufen to deal with them. But for now, we're going to have to hold down a bit more of a defensive position. By the way, Paris, screw off middle policy, please, just to make sure we're not shedding peeps. But yeah, we're going to have to go defensive against the HRE, the Danish, and the French, because Pope Cockblock, the Cockblockius, is pissing me off. Still, at least we'll take Oslo and Gaza, so it might be... I kind of wish I could funnel more stuff into the Egyptian front, but unfortunately there's no crusade on. I could petition one, but right now this Pope probably doesn't want me to do it, because yeah, he doesn't like me enough, so I'll have to try again at some other point. For now, let's move on to the next turn. I'll give Anthony Harding another job. Anything for you to spy on? 68% chance to spy on a family member. Go for that. Spy on Sabri of Damanhur.
Investigating with discretion, my lord.
Just do it properly, my man. This is to gain you experience. I feel like the game may be giving away when that soldier's face has very obviously changed, but whatever. Alright, so what we know about this guy, he's got a pagan magician, he looks grumpy, he's got a lot of people really. He's looks like he's a bit of a high flyer within the family. Not that I really care, I just really wanted to get my spy to be better at his stuff, because now he's inconspicuous, and he's also an adept agent, so that makes him better at his job. So go investigate more about the Egyptians, and well done, we've discovered Damascus. Go and have a look at it when you have a chance, and we don't need to see that again. Right.
I am spent, sire. I shall continue tomorrow.
That brings us to the end of another turn, so let's proceed on to the next one. and observe our foes and hope that sally forths and reinforcements don't happen, or just hope that the French don't take the piss that I'm having to sit in a peace treaty and now they have an opportunity to kick me around, because I will not tolerate that, not one bit.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
Now this was an interesting turn of events. Dongola has revolted, but spared my soldiers. But, and by the way, the hero of Zero, a mathematician from Pisa by the name of Fibonacci, has published a new work entitled Liber Abaci. He has adopted some Hindu Arabic theories involving a number that has no value, claiming that this is a vital step for making calculations on a grand scale. Despite managing to excite Western scholars, the Liber Abaci's revelations offers a few insights to a common man who typically spends all his life dealing with things of no value. So well done, the number 0 was invented. Anyway, this is interesting. This town has reverted to the Moors of all people, and not the Egyptians or rebels. And I think it's already put me at war with the Moors. I was going to say, should I try and like play peaceful with them, but the game said, fuck it, you're at war with them. And to be honest, fuck it, I'm at war with the Moors now. But I do grow wary that there could be a big attack on my eastern front, well, my western front now. However, as far as I'm aware, the Moors are not doing too well. The Spanish have all but reconquisted them out of the area, and the Sicilians will probably be in their way as they try to advance through Africa. That being said, I don't really judge the Sicilians as the most reliable of allies, especially when they don't like me, so I might just let a load of Moorish people down through the area but just to spite me. But then again, they are at war with them, so maybe for now I can afford a little war with the Moors. I don't really want to just lose Dongola immediately, so I bet the garrison might have just reverted to being the exact same that it was earlier, but my men are a wee bit depleted. I still think we should try and have a go at it. So yeah, lay siege to Dongola.
As you wish, sire.
Oh, just send one unit of levy spears, of course.
Siege, sire.
Maintain a siege.
The siege goes as
Your will, sire.
Now do it, please.
Combining
and
forces.
Prepare some rams.
To war, then, sire.
We'll do 2 rams this time. I think we'll need to be a little smarter about
Our
this
sieging
one.
army is at your command,
But they're all, this time they're all Sudanese tribesmen, so it's basically a case of just blow them all up with our archers and then with our knights. End of turn report, by the way, we're losing a lot of money actually, so we need to look at that. And Gia is actually ready to upgrade now, which is really good because we can now basically upgrade it into a citadel, which is, I believe that's the ultimate level of castle actually. Is it actually the ultimate level of castle? Would that be the best? Would that be the best level? Fortress, citadel. Yep, citadel's the best one. So that'll be where we get up to. So hooray, 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 hooray. So with a citadel we get access to some really cool things, but we need a lot of florins to do it. But we'll have access to additional defences, iron gates, blah 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 blah, all that crap. But we get hobilars, dismounted English knights, a few more feudal knights, and male knights. So we'll get a new unit in the form of the dismounted English knight, who I assume is just a knight who's very good at being English. Pretty exciting prospect. Cayenne, can you recruit dismounted feudal knights, by the way? No, you can't, right? I'm going to send the ones who need retraining then somewhere else. I don't think Mets can...
You are not my Kaiser.
I know I'm not your Kaiser. Shut the fuck up, right? I had some depleted guys somewhere.
Orders.
Right, you lot.
As you wish.
Back to Paris, but can a depleted feudal knight please
Sire.
make their way to Angers
Yes, sire.
for retrade?
We can go no further today,
Trait
sire.
increased by the way, John's become quite fair in his rule. Scottish report Dongola upgraded and met before the Moors unhelpfully took the town off me. And Cairo has a new merchant, so that's good. That will help me with my money woes. So, Morris of Merryfield,
God's
that's a
servant.
lovely name.
At your
What's your
service.
trade? Florence, are you not very good at no. You could trade some cotton or some, yeah, it is cotton actually. Yeah, trade some cotton, trade some spices. Or sugar. Yeah, trade the sugar because you'll get 293 florins per turn.
Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
As
At
for
your
you,
service.
you are going to
An
buy out an
opportunity for
Egyptian
coin,
merchant.
my lord.
We're going
Shall
to
I
target
deal with the
Al-Fayed
competition, sire?
Gamble first and see
An
how it
opportunity
goes.
for coin, my lord.
Seizing enemy assets on your orders, sire.
Just make up some bullshit law that means we win. That did not sound like a good noise. Acquisition failed, of course. Despite his most cunning plans, your merchant is absolutely fucking terrible at his job. Right, well done. You better not have like lost all your skills or something. He's actually now considered a daft dealer, so he's actually lost 1 skill point. Yeah. Why do I even like bother with agents? I know I ask this like every episode, but why the fuck do I even bother with agents? Right. You start spreading
I am
Catholicism
spent,
into
sire.
Dongola.
I shall continue tomorrow.
I guess we'll end this episode on a positive of some sort. And I'm not going to spend any florins just yet because we need to raise a few because we're a bit low on them. But first and first,
Who do
Harry,
you want dead?
are you going to do this
You have a
and do
target
it
in
properly? I
mind,
know
my
the
king.
chances are in your favour, but I've given you practice and you've been crap
Rest
at your
assured,
practice.
sire. He won't hear a thing.
Either assassinate him now or I'll just kill him in battle anyway. But I always like the chance to be rewarded for it, so I'm playing by the Council of Nobles book right now. I might send my diplomat to actually try and get some peace with someone. Yeah, just walk around with a conspicuous bloody dagger. No one will fucking suspect you, mate. Also, by the way, yeah, we did that mission, but yeah, I'm still displeased with the way my assassin did that. Like, why does he insist on hiding behind a door that could easily slam right into his nose? But oh, whatever. Let's be full of bile another day. Anyway, mission success. I've got 3 more fucking mailed knights, right? How's my money looking? I'll profit, so right.
Orders.
Send them down to
Sire.
Frankstown. Have to
Yes, sir. Full
relocate
sail.
all these mailed knights
My
I'm just
lord.
bloody acquiring. Seriously, Council of Nobles
Ships ready.
do lack creativity sometimes.
A fine
Still,
day to
Kennedy
sail.
MacAfulkin's dead. Harry Estington's better at his job, but he always reflects on King Rufus, who's basically, I think he's pretty much back in the Dread area.
An order.
Yep, he's dreaded again. Right. Siege time. Siege time. It's siege time, isn't it? So, I'm not sure which siege will be easier of the two because I've noticed some mewling Egyptians have come to get in my way. Mainly Captain Nagib's
I will not
nagging
waste
me,
words
but then
on
again,
you,
we were going to
infidel.
deal with him anyway. But Sabri of Damanfur's in the
Imshi,
area,
infidel, or face the might of Islam.
who brings 2 units of Bedouin cavalry, but they just look like the equivalent of a Tuareg camel spears, so basically they'll just go down
Hail,
like
my
fucking nothing
king.
near my spears, or one of my Herbilars could go toe to toe with them, so we may be in a bit of a stickier situation this time, but at the same
As
time
you command, my
we
liege.
might have the opportunity to catch their army off guard and slow them down with my Herbilars, which would be the better option, while the spears are prepared to open a city for me to deal with the Sultan. Either way, let's teach the Egyptians a lesson about why you shouldn't abandon your Sultan. I did say assault the city, by the way. We're gonna... Thank you. So, it is just us against Captain Nagib, as well as Sultan Musa. So balance of power is 6 to 7, so it's slightly in the Egyptians' favour this time, despite me largely outnumbering, but this is mainly because I'm bringing weaker units. But Captain Nagib should go down quite easily if Hobilaz can quickly speed off to destroy him, as he should be on our slight northern flank. Sultan Musa, well, he'll just go down. Either way, let's just get right in there, and we can't do night attacks or whatever. Let's just get right in there and take Gaza down. The acquisition of this castle will become a very big threat to the Egyptians. A really big threat. Like, we can start basically cranking out our army, prepare to make our move on Jerusalem.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle!
Following the light of the sun, we left the old world by where I think we're not quite at 1492 yet, so we will not be sailing the ocean blue very soon.
Our foes are ungodly beasts, and so we are but the swords in the hands of the hosts of heaven. We do God's glorious work, and if we fall, we do so in His cause. If we triumph, we do so because He has willed an English victory. Now, bow your heads. Then, let's to the appointed task. Our Egyptian foes should pray to their God, as shortly they will be judged before Him. We will send them all to heaven or hell soon enough. And if you should happen to come across a particularly lovely young lady in need of my protection, well, scrub her clean and send her to my tent. Battle gives me two things: a powerful thirst and the horn. Let's do this lark then, lads!
Well, the reason why this man has so many kids has suddenly been solved, despite the fact this is his first battle. So he must have been really fucking sexually repressed. Right. So, welcome to Gaza. Big old castle that was very, very important during the Crusades, but here it's just another piece to my empire before I take Jerusalem once and for all, because I've been really fucking up the Egyptians. It is a double level castle, so we will need probably just a one ram really, but we do have the issue of we're going to have an additional enemy joining us. Now I predict our enemy will be spawning somewhere around here, so I'm going to have the Hobilaz deploy here and prepare to speed them down. Christopher Chapman will be watching our other flank in order to deal with them, and the Sudanese tribesmen will be pushing the ram. And the rest of the Sudanese, I don't think we'll need a second ram, but actually, you know what, pick up the ram, we're going to leave it somewhere nearby, just because, you know, it's always good to have a spare ram. So we'll put the ram there. Oh, actually, no, just leave it there, but we're going to drop it. And we're just going to have them deploy there. The Sudanese tribesmen are just really here just to lend us an additional hand, and really they're expendable to me. Then we've got the spears, who will have a job of helping to bring down the enemy general, since the enemy will be riding upon his horse. And that should be about it. So it's really just a case of while we batter in the city, our cavalry will be actively trying to keep out reinforcements. And once that is done, we shall kill the Sultan. Simple as that, really. So, actually I want that map zoomed out, so let's get to
The
it.
enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
So the enemy just decides I may as well just spawn directly behind me, thinking that's really clever, but yeah. Chapman, you're in a great position just to wipe him out. Do it now. Just don't give it any second thought. And we're going to move in and we're going to take that gate down. Either way, they have picked a really fucking unfortunate place to spawn. What they once thought was their tactical genius is now going to be their tactical undoing. Bring those peasant archers down. They may be wearing some slightly nicer armour than usual, at least I think they are. It's not going to save them. Hobilaz, target the artillery and just come in and lend a hand. Either way, then they're not making it out alive. You know what, Hobilaz, move in to cut off anyone trying to break into the city. I mean,
The enemy general line of battle is very much the enemy general flees like a coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of... Behold how our cowardly foe runs. Only half the enemy force remains.
We're winning so fast we can't even keep up with the notifications, right? That ballista doesn't have a chance now. Our Hobilars are now happily running down what's left of these guys. Come on. Give them no quarter. We've got to bring them all down, lads. Right. That's an excellent job we've just done there. Bring down these last two losers. Or you know what, Hobilars, you can just go there. You're done. John. Or Christopher. I don't know why I'm calling him John. Christopher. Finish off what's ever left of this rabble. Nearly at the gates, by the way. I think we actually are at the gates. We're just starting to push them down now, so that's excellent. It's all going to plan. Levy spears, can we intercept whatever's left here, by the way, please? Sudanese tribesmen, you better be ready as well. You know what? Hold it there. Don't want you moving just yet. You know what? These spears should be able to... They actually are quite nicely armoured, so they definitely were wearing half-decent armour for a peasant unit, but either way, oh, come on, finish it! Nice one,
The battle is very
lad.
much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, there's the last...
The battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
They ain't over yet, lads, right. Get that ram, well, pick the ram up again. And let's get ready to bring it into the centre of the city because it looks like the... because one, there's a fucking weird time sink going on here. And two, Davy Jones just going to make his run away. So let's just bring down his walls once and for all now. And that's the last of the Egyptians dealt with outside the city, so that's brilliant. Right. Levy spears, I want you to take up a position inside the city. Let's get you lined up here, just so we're not in the range of the enemy towers.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Well, Brigadier General, don't really see too much point in bringing Hobilars, because they won't do anything for us this time around. They'll be pretty weak, so we'll just leave them out, because we may need them as our garrison to deal with our incoming additional foe, who may try and pose some challenges. That's a sea we see over there, by the way, I don't know. Either way, I am pretty confident at this point of victory may be on the cards, so we'll get our units in there and we'll get ready to finish this off once and for all, or just straight up finish it off. Either way, we're basically going to try and get ourselves a juicy little victory here. Let's just bring our ram in and get ready to do our work. Actually, you know what, I'll see you when we've done this bit, because this is going to take a few minutes.
The battering ram has done its work. Now it's the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
So, as you can see, my men have now assembled and are prepared to march into the city. I have John right behind them, or Christopher, I don't know, John sounds like a nice name. Anyway, this is a magnificent Sultan's Guard. They look like quite nicely armoured and they look like they may be a threat. So we're going to throw our spearmen in there and we're going to give him the battering of a lifetime. We're going to bring down this Sultan. And we'll let our general also help deliver the killing blow. Anyway, Christopher, this is probably where you're going to get the biggest horn of your life, killing the Sultan. Christ, he'll fucking break through his arm, that big old thingamabob that he'll develop. Anyway, enough dirtiness. Let's return to a nice civilized business of murdering sultans and basically installing a far better regime in these lands. Spears split out, by the way. Let's scatter our forces out in order to make sure we're hitting all things, because I don't know what formation this guy's got for. It's called the I just stopped giving a shit formation, I think. Anyway, we have engaged him. Let's just make sure. I want you to get like your own like personal engagement here. Not that I want you to personally kill the Sultan, it's just that I want to make sure you've got all hands on deck for killing this guy. Anyway, spears are doing what they can. They are losing a few units naturally, but at the same time, it looks like the Sultan's Guard is not going to stand forever.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
His numbers are already beginning to crumble, so that's already a very good sign for us. I haven't quite spotted this sultan though. He's somewhere, but I'm trying to work out which one he might be. It might be this guy actually. He looks a bit sultan-y. He might be the sultana. But again, they all look really nice. They're just decorated dudes, really.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I mean, you'd think it would just be the guy with a nicest armor, but... Oh, wait, actually, you know what? That guy's a sultan. He looks finer than others. Yeah, that's a sultan. I think we found him. Alright, whoever kills him will be very, 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 very well regarded by myself, because... No, it's not every day
By St. George,
sultan.
our men have taken control of the castle.
Or maybe it will be every day we take out the sultan. I don't know. Either way, spears are now just happily pushing him down. I think I don't really have any issue in this battle. I think my men will comfortably win, but I am a little wary about my general near somebody dying, because that happened when we dealt with King David of Scotland. But if my spears keep pushing, it should be fine, because yeah, general, you pull out for 2 secs, let the spears take over and get his full attention. So what I don't want is the enemy general's bodyguard just basically trying
My lord,
to one-on-one
we've lost
me.
control of the castle.
Come on, spears. Keep moving. I know we're starting to lose some stamina, but I'm trying to
By
just
St.
parry and
George,
harry
our men
and
have taken control of the
charry.
castle.
Either way, right. Spears, get his undivided attention. General's bodyguard, move back in now that he's distracted again. Oh yeah, I think that guy is definitely sultan by the way. Yeah. I think so. Anyway, whoever kills him wins a shiny, fresh button. Whoever gets killed by
Enemy king lies dead, slain by our gallant warriors. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
I guess he did well. He pretty much
All
was the
of
last guy to
Christendom
go
will be
down, so
awed by the victory we have won here today.
he gets an honourable death, but at the same time, he's still lost and he's still dead. Well done, Christopher Chapman. Very few losses, less than 100. That's even better. And the enemy has been completely eliminated. A couple of prisoners taken, but not a lot. Either way, happy days for me. Ransom whatever's left of them.
The Sultan will pay.
I'll allow him. Actually, no, wait. Maybe I'll execute them. I don't know. I feel like the Egyptians won't pay anyway,
No,
so
don't be so hasty, Sadiq.
I think we might just axe them this time around. Here we go.
Glorious victory
Let's
is ours,
move into
sire.
our lovely new bit of
As
real
you
estate.
commanded, sire. These lands are now yours.
We'll have to do an extermination because 1, I want loot, and 2, we won't be popular among the Islamic population. By the way, can we
God's
do something
servants.
about these imams? No, we can't, right? But we need to get rid of him. He's counter-religioning us. We need to recruit an additional priest, that's for sure. I'm going to send him up to Gaza, but yeah, we need an assassin to deal with him because he'll be in my way. Either way, we've done very well in Gaza, and we're going to do some initial bits of retraining. We can't retrain any more spears though, which is a bit odd. So, again, I'm not going to merge our units, it's not worth it. It might actually be because of a lack of things, I don't know. We can actually build an armour and go up to heavy mail. Basically, there's a lot of fun things. We can build a barron stable to recruit feudal knights, that'll be something new to add. We can even build a barracks, which will give us access to armoured swordsmen. Ooh. Lots of tempting things here, or an archery range to gain access to yeomans. These are all very tempting things to build, but unfortunately our coffers may say no. But then again, perhaps a successful attack on Oslo will help us. So let's go there while we learn that Christopher Chapman's a promising commander. Some executions happened, and it made Christopher a bit mean. Oh well, whatever. Right, anyway, let's leave that horny man behind and have
Your
a
will,
siege
sire.
that might have a few more teeth to it in
To
Oslo.
battle it is then, sire.
Or maybe we'll do it next time. For you know what? We have, I know I speed up footage and axe footage due to turn times taking forever, but we are at just about an hour now, so maybe I'll do it next time. Because I suspect the siege may last a little longer.
The siege goes as planned, sire.
I'm going to hold you in suspense. Not that it's very suspenseful to do a rebel siege, but hey, 5 mystery units. Ooh. So that's all the suspense you get, because you know what? I think we've still achieved a fair bit today. Well, I say we've achieved a fair bit. We've achieved a lot of annoyance, basically. The Pope's really going for me now. He just really is trying to slow me down everywhere. So I think it's time we took a quick break from attacking the Danish. Well, we didn't even bloody attack the Danish anyway. But I think it's time we maybe try and strike some peace with some of our foes.
Your Majesty.
Perhaps the Danish
Approaching
will
their
finally
dignitary, sire.
accept some peace, or I don't know. Maybe I'll offer them a little bit of money.
Trustworthy foe. What lies do you bring us then?
Why do you not trust me? I'm nice. Let's cease fire, and I will offer them my map information. And you know what? To show I'm not bullshitting, 2,500 lovely florins. Still considered very demanding, but you know what? I'll give you 1,000. No, I don't want to just do that again. I want to give him some money per turn. I'll give you a tribute of 1,000 florins for 3 turns. So you get a lot of florins, basically. You're getting like 5,500 florins out of me.
You must think us meek or foolish to suggest this.
Meek or
Our
foolish
talks
to
seem
give
pointless.
someone lots of money to just fuck off annoying me. Yeah, I turned down 5,500 florins
Approaching
too.
their dignitary, sire.
Or I just scam
Tomorrow's
them like I
journey
usually
planned
do.
out,
Either way,
sire.
we'll have a chat with the Imperial and see if we can just tell them to shut the fuck up. Either way, I'm annoyed at how annoying the Pope is, which is a very redundant phrase, but look. If we had that English Pope on the throne, we wouldn't be dealing with this, but instead we got that bloody Polish bastard who's just salty because I kind of damaged their trade with the Danish, so I suspect we'll be having many European enemies. But I guess that's the price you pay for being better than everyone. Either way, next time, my friends, we are going to attack Dongola, defend Gaza if it needs defending at all, and take Oslo. And then hopefully we can do something productive in Europe, or actually, yeah, we'll do something productive in Europe. Like, we'll build ourselves up and prepare for a great, big, mega, massive, bloody end it all attack. You know what? I have an idea. And yeah, I know I wanted to save this money for other things, but you know what? Initiate the construction of a catapult maker. The Pope can't stop me from basically blowing into a town and taking it in one turn. So, let's get some catapults, get some artillery, and we'll send a grand army out to finish the French. We'll blitz them. That's how I'll win before he will sit around in his big fancy throne picking on me. And be too fast for him. And he'll be too slow. I am so devious / petty. See you on the next episode, my friends, and have a lovely evening.